Well, it's maybe a win like that gives them the confidence that, hey, we can execute at the end of the game like that on the road, not just at home. We do a pretty good job at home, but on the road, you got to be focused, you got to be zeroed in a little bit, and I think when we're losing a couple of these on the road, maybe it gets in their heads. Hopefully this eliminates that, and then we can move on to the start of the year.
We won on the road. What? Can you believe that? We won on the road. The Knicks won last night against the Pelicans. It's about freaking time we won on the road. Clap it up. I think, isn't that our second or third win on the road for the... But we're back to 18-18, so it's not all hope is not lost yet. We're going out of the 2017 with a win on the road. That's a positive right there. Let's take that for something.
We can execute at the end of the game like that on the road.
Let's jump right into the comments of the video. So this first one goes to Aries. Can't say the last part of your name. You said think Beasley would make an all right starting SF. I've been saying this. I feel like we should be playing him at the small forward in some situations. I get that he's playing the 4 because we don't really have a scoring 4 like KP. But I think in some situations we should be playing Bees at the 3. Starting wise, I wouldn't start him, to be honest. I like him coming off the bench. I mean, I get it. He's been great. But look at what's happened with Dougie McBucket. Since he's been starting, he hasn't been the same Dougie McDermott that we've been used to this season so far. So I'd rather have him come off the bench, be that 6th man, and continue to, improve and help us when KP goes to the bench. I'm expecting the Knicks to be playing Beasley 30 minutes a game now. They should play Dotson instead of Baker, in my opinion. Look. Ask me this maybe a week and a half ago, I'd be completely aboard. I love Dotson, think he's great, but Baker, he's been giving us some stuff that not a lot of other players on the bench have been giving us, and that's hustle. His offense is getting there. It's getting where it should be, but defensively, Baker's been a dog for us, and we need that. A lot of people don't realize that we are a solid defensive team right now because of the players like Lance Thomas and the plays of Ntilikina and the plays of Ron Baker and of course KP in the paint. But like those kind of things help us stay in the game and be in the situation that we have been all season long. I mean, there's been what, 2 blowouts that we've been on the wrong side of. Outside of that, we've fought every game we played, win or loss, away and at home. It doesn't matter. And I think that Baker is one of those glue guys that helps us stay in the game. But enough of that. Much love. Again, I get to all the comments when I can, but I love to shout out some of these comments that make me want to talk to you guys about them in more depth here in the video. But you keep going down there and let me know what you guys think about the past game. But we're gonna go in there and we're gonna talk about this New Orleans versus Knicks game right now. Let's get it. And here we are tipping off in the smoothie. Look, I don't even know what the name of this building is, New Orleans, but we are on our way to hopefully getting our first win in this road trip. Look at Jared, like they didn't have to start the clip right there. Jared Jack going to the hoop and getting blocked by Anthony Davis. But look at Rajon Rondo. I think I mentioned it in one of my earlier videos how I wanted Rajon Rondo in the offseason. I feel like he would have been such a great mentor compared to, I get Jared Jack gave us some great stuff, good put back there by KP, but Jared Jack's been giving us some good stuff in spurts. Don't like him being our starting point guard. I would have much rather Rajon Rondo being our starting point guard. I would have rather him being like a mentor to Ntilikina, but you know what, we're doing what we can with it, with the cards that we've been dealt. But look at that shot there by Boogie, that crazy pass there, but we managed to get a dunk from KP out of that. Like I said, we were going back and forth. We played great basketball throughout this entire game. We saw Ntilikina and we saw Beasley check in early. Look at that beautiful 3 from y'all boy Dougie McBuckets, and we moved to the second quarter. Now this game was a game that like I said in yesterday's video, excuse me, I was a little worried. I was worried that the Twin Towers were going to get the best of us, that we were going to go away from our system. Well, we kind of did a little bit towards the end when we saw Noah play, but at the same time, again, another player that I was hoping that we'd see a little bit more of because of his defense. I liked seeing Noah. And look at that and one there by Michael Beasley. There's Ian Clark getting the ball to Anthony Davis after that beautiful spin and then dunk But what you didn't see was Ron Baker hit the floor really hard, and that's what leads to his eyes swelling up to the size of a potato. But we move on to the second half. Jarrett Jack using that pick and roll, but he is able to get the layup on his own, and we had a nice lead. We get to a point where we get a 16-point lead here in the third quarter, but man, the Pelicans really fought to get back into this game as they get that beautiful pass there in the paint. Look at Rondo. Rondo was just out there orchestrating, and it's like, it's very rare for any pass that he dishes out, it doesn't turn into a bucket. And I love that about Rondo's game. It's so forgotten in this game, which is a lot like with my boy, the person I talk about all the time, Jarrett Jack, getting that pull-up shot there. But Lonzo Ball in Los Angeles right now, they're missing him, and it's leading to the Lakers looking like a terrible team like we have been seeing in the past few years. Lonzo Ball just brings an atmosphere and a different kind of play for that team. But I'm not talking about the Lakers, I'm talking about the Knicks, as my boy Beasley showing how amphibious he is in the paint with that spin move and the right-handed layup there. And we're now with a 7-point lead, 75-68. Look at that pass there to Anthony Davis. He was the reason why they got back in this game. Anthony Davis is still, in my opinion, the best player and the key player of this team. Sorry, DeMarcus Cousins is a good player, but you know, still a lot of flaws in his game. To me, AD's the guy. Look at that beautiful shot there by Rajon Rondo, as our boy Jeff Hornacek calls that timeout as they're getting closer and closer. Michael Beasley with the right-handed jam, again showing his amphibiousness. I know y'all thinking ambidextrous, I know that's the word, but it's a joke that we'll talk about later. But we're moving on to the fourth quarter, and there's DeMarcus Cousins getting the shot there, looking for the foul as he normally does, but does not get it there, and that goes in. Look at the beautiful ball movement, the quick passes to get it up as Anthony Davis makes that dunk there as they get a lead 92-89. We're seeing some great stuff from this team. KP put up 30 points for the total of this game, and we saw Michael Beasley and Jarrett Jack both drop 15. So it was a great all-around effort there as we got KP using his length and using his wingspan there against Anthony Davis, keeping us within the game 91-94. Rajon Rondo just making it look so easy, getting the setup shot from DeMarcus Cousins, who's all of a sudden now a three-point sniper now since 2016, 2017. Look at DeMarcus Cousins. He looks like an oversized guard the way he plays out there. He's a great player. Still think AD's the guy, but look at that beautiful passes. Our boy Joakim Noah was getting some burn tonight, and he was playing some great minutes. Joakim Noah and Jarrett Jack played some fantastic minutes for us in the fourth quarter. Look at KP getting that dunk there, tying the game up. KP was clutch for us tonight. Look at that replay between the Twin Towers. KP could not be stopped by either one of them as he gets that dunk there. And Jarrett Jack at the free throw line to give us a lead of 2 points, 105-103. And that's actually going to be the ending score as we beat the Pelicans on the road. Look at this shot. Great play. Anthony Davis just luckily missed that wide open three as, again, we win 105-103. And there it is. We get our first win. I keep saying that. Well, we do get our first win of this road trip. We have one quick game against San Antonio in New York, and then we go on another road trip at the beginning of the new year. But what do you guys think? I mean, we had a 4-game losing streak. We snapped that, thank God, and leave it at 4 because I don't want to. Once you hit that 5 mark, then it starts to get very dangerous, and we're already barely at 500 right now. I'm hoping that, you know, with what we did versus San Antonio in San Antonio, we can carry that confidence and we can play them again. We played them really well. That's a game that we can win. The end, we don't have to talk about the ending in that game, but we played them pretty well throughout the entire game. I think we can do that in Madison Square Garden. But let me hear what you guys have to think about this coming game in MSG against the San Antonio Spurs. Happy New Year, y'all. Today is the 31st. It's New Year's Eve. Hope you guys be safe tonight. Hopefully I'll hear from you guys again in the new year. 2018 is going to be CK2K's year. It's going to be our year and it's going to be your year. Let's do it all together. Much love, everybody. Be easy. We out here. Happy New Year. Be safe. We won on the road, baby. That's the start. That's a sign. It's the start of something, okay? Don't take that for granted. It's a sign. Oh, I just hit something.